Now, this is the fly I'm going to be tying. This is an orange heron. Basically a Sid Glasso fly. I'm not going to be using heron in this fly though. I'm going to be using blue-eared pheasant. It's very similar in the heron. I've got only 2 or 3 feathers. This is the feather here. This is blue-eared pheasant. And this is a sub for heron, or one of the subs that you can buy. Now, the wing in this fly I'm using the hen. I'll show you this hen. I'm starting to get a bit short of it, like, because I've tied a few flies. But anyway, I'm using these hen hackles. You could use cock hackles if you want. Now, reasonably simple to tie. Hook, choice is up to yourself. It's 1 O's I'm tying. These hooks came from Vineyards. They're called TG. But you could use a Alec Jackson Spey or a Daiichi or anything like that. They're similar. So, any of that type of style of hook suits this fly. You could tie them in different sizes as well. But 1 O is a very popular size. It's a good steelhead size. Thread, I'm going to use the Uni thread 8O in red. I'm just going to run the wax through. Get it started. Start at the eye, but I'm going to layer a thread down. Come down about maybe 2 to 3 mil from the eye. And then, using the base piece, I can control the turns and wind down. Don't have to be perfectly touching turns, they could be, as long as they're reasonably close and that you've got a bit of grip there for the materials you're tying in. Now I'm going to wind the thread down until I reach the point of the hook. It's about there, then trim this away. Now for the tag I'm just going to use a Uni-Miler, use the silver side. So I'm going to catch this in and then I'm going to wind down about 3 or so mil and then come back up. Got a nice piece of thread down. Now to protect this miler I'm going to have to wind over some super glue. This is the fully milled super glue, it comes with a brush, very easy. Now this fly is very classic style flies, one you would probably put in a shadow box or frame it, but this is a fishing fly, so a couple of turns to hold that away. Now the super glue holds that really well. And that's your tag formed. Now I'm going to be using an oval tinsel in small and silver, and I'm going to use the same flat tinsel for the rib as well. So on the length of that. Now what I'm going to do is basically take the thread up. Now there's a space there. We tie the oval tinsel. When they form the eye of the hook, there is a small step. I like to build things from that, hide that. So we tack my oval tinsel on my side. I know it's a lot of work. Now 2/3 of the way down, I'm going to catch in the flat tinsel. Because 1/3 of the body of this fly is a Uni-Floss, in this case hot orange. It's a fluorescent orange, really bright. And I get my tinsel again. Now we want to make sure you get the silver side of it. So, and that's just winding down. Much easier to wind things on, so I've got my length of floss for that part. This makes it easier to get a good start right at the tag. Now you can see the oval tinsel comes up last. Then it's the flat tinsel, then it's the floss, so the floss goes up first. Now, bring my thread back up. Say 1/3 of the way. And then we come up with our floss, and now you make sure you get a good start. And then we just, nice body with it. First third, as I say. I'll catch this in, 2 or 3 turns. Now I'm going to trim this the full length of that part of the body where, again, where that step is. Now what I usually do is I pinch this and take the thread up quick, like wide open turns, and come back down. Basically tidying things. Now you get your, in this case the blue-eared pheasant. I'll do with that feather. That's the one I was going to use. 2 or 3 lie on my desk. I want to make sure I've got a nice one to show you this fly. These feathers are, okay, I've got some here like are really, they're broken and they're no use. There's one that's really bad. This is what you get in a packet sometimes, it just happens, nothing you can do about it. Now what I'm going to do here is remove the fluff. Tie it in by the tip. Again, we trim this, so the length of that segment there, just catch this on my side. Again, I'm going to just quickly take my thread up and back down just to tie in the tip of the hackle. Now for the 2/3 of the top half of the body, I'm using, this is SLF and Glister that I've blended together using a coffee grinder. I use that as the dubbing. So dub it onto your thread, just keep away from your hackle. You blend it, so dub it onto your thread further away. Slide it up. Now you want a nice body in the fly, so you get it started, and then we work our way up, put some sort of taper in it. Put plenty of dubbing round your thread, and then you can tighten up, slacken off when you need to. Now you got obviously get this blue-eared pheasant hackle going up the body. You're going to leave room for a, you can use Teal, but I'm going to be using Widgeon. Got some nice Widgeon hackle body feathers are great, and they've got a great mark on them, and sometimes I prefer them. So there's your body. You get a nice reasonable taper in it. Now what I'm going to do here is just use the weight of the bobbin to hold the blue-eared pheasant out of the way. Now I'm going to put 2 or 3 turns at the back. Now as I get to the hackle, let this turn go, draw, let the hackle fall back, and then we just wind up. There we are. 2 or 3 turns in. Now counter ribbon the hackle will make it last, the fly last that much longer, so it means for the strength being there, I must wind that the same way I wind my thread. So I've got to then, the weakest fibre is this is the hackle, you want to protect that, so I'm going to counter rib. So I'm going to wind this up towards myself, just winding up, stroke back the fibres, just watch the point of the hook. As you come round this last turn here, just get a straight turn here. Then I'm going to come over with my thread, do it a couple of times in this case, always keeping the hold of the end of the hackle, a couple of turns there. So basically what you've got to do is 2 turns on the stem, in this case, a couple of turns on the hook, so that will lock them in. Then we can trim this away, bring out the fibres, and then we've got to work our oval tinsel up, normal way. It's the strongest, and follow the tinsel up. I like to just basically wind onto it, because again it will protect the mylar. Just work your way through, have a good length of oval tinsel in your hand, don't work with short pieces, because you want to take your fingers away if you catch in any of these hackle fibres. And you can see what you're doing, just take your time, no rush. As long as you secure in, and you're counter ribbon or you're coming over the blue-eared pheasant stem, tying it in, so it's really strong. So when you're catching the steelhead or even the salmon, it's never going to break. Now as I come up here, and you follow it with the thread, 90-degree bend into the oval tinsel, make sure it's nice and secure. Tighten up. It's a bit fiddly, but if you want a strong fly, or a strong body, and the fly lasts that bit longer, then that's what you've got to do. You can see it works in really well. A lot of movement in these fibres. Now as you see the front hackle, I'm going to use Widgeon. This is Widgeon here. You can see how I like it. This feathers got a really good mark on them. I'm not going to get too long. Just picking one of these feathers. Just stick with the original choice. Now, take away what you don't want. You tie it in by the tip. So reveal the tip of the hackle. Front of the face of the hackle towards yourself. Come in with 2 or 3 turns down. We can fold this back. Slip your fingers back, and there's the tip of the hackle. Trim that away. And then fold back. Now we want nice straight turns. Holding the fibres back as we go. Yeah, just want to I'm giving myself plenty of room up here for the turtle knot. There we are, follow up, 90-degree bend into it. Come down. Now I can fold that back and then put a nice piece of thread down. Give it wax on the thread so it doesn't slip. Now there we can break that off. Now if you can see how the hackle fibres are coming away from the hook, it's when you wind the hackle, what it's doing is twisting the fibres. If you add a wee bit of heat, I'm just using the hairdryer to do that, it should bring them back in line. So just bring your fingers through it. You see that nice shape, that's fine. Now for the wing I'm using a hen cape, this one. It's a hot orange heron. You could use cock if you want, it's up to yourself. I've used both, but the hen's one of the popular ones. Now it's a genetic hen, it's a grade 2. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put on 2 at a time. So basically I've got, this is for the underwing basically, just a good support, so I'm checking the length. So I'm looking at the top, so I've got tips towards the end of the barb of the hook. Then making a space, just make sure the tips are lined up. And then removing the fluff from either side. Then we set them on, looking from the top of the hook down. Always checking the length first before you tie them in. Come around with 2 or 3 loose turns, just these are loose. Now wax the thread so there's a grip there if I need it. You can position the underwing. This looks okay. I'll put 2 or 3 more turns just to make sure it's not going to move while I'm adding on the second part of the wing. Now you could use just 2, it's up to yourself. It still fine, though in the original there's 4. Now get the length again, so there's the length there, so take away what we don't need. It's much easier to add them on like this. Check it, that looks okay. Now I'll do my side. Again, we're going to check the length. You can see how it's roof-like, I just prefer it that way. Now, tie this on. A lot of movement in these flies. Good patterns. This is a well-known pattern for Steelhead. So make sure this is nice and secure. Trim away the waste. And we can form a nice head. Now we're leaving plenty of room for a turtle knot. You need to leave a bit of the hook at this area here, so when the knot comes over and sits on the hook, it's better to sit on the hook than on the head of the fly. It sits better. And when we're happy with the shape of our head, we can then put a finish. Now there's no jungle cock in this fly. And then you just have to varnish it. Now for speed I like to use a super glue first, and this is the Fully Mill super glue. So I'm just going to apply it all the way around. careful, you don't want to touch the feathers with it. Just the head. It's a big head, so you can't really go far wrong. You see the shape of the wing, that comes together, sits nice. A nice shape in the fly. See a lot of movement. Now the super glue doesn't take long to dry. Just give that maybe 10 minutes or so, and then 2 coats of varnish. And there we are, and that's you. And that's the orange heron. Nice pattern. So I hope you enjoyed that.